Welcome to Take 5, your 5-minute inspirational message from Solid Rock Drogheda. I'm Nick Park, and I'm doing a little series running up to Christmas here about some of my favourite Christmas movies and some of the best Christmas movies. There's a lot of terrible Christmas movies, but there's also been some great ones. And for me, one of the great ones is The Muppets Christmas Carol. Now, I know there have been many film versions of Charles Dickens' classic tale, A Christmas Carol. In fact, over 35 films. There's black and white films, colour films, cartoons, musicals. There's been a Disney Christmas Carol. There's been a Warner Brothers Christmas Carol starring Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. There's been a Flintstones Christmas Carol, a Smurfs Christmas Carol. There's been a Christmas Carol with Barbie in it. And there's even been a porn version of A Christmas Carol. I hasten to add, I've never seen it. And, many of these films have starred many famous actors. Albert Finney, Alec Guinness, Bill Murray, Will Ferrell, Ryan Reynolds, Whoopi Goldberg, Kate Winslet, Nicolas Cage, Jim Carrey, Henry Winkler, the Fonz, Patrick Stewart from Star Trek, James Earl Jones, Martin Sheen, Kelsey Grammer, Guy Pearce. So why, of all the different versions, would I choose this one with the Muppets in it? Well, partly because it's got Michael Caine in it, and anything that has Michael Caine in it is usually worth watching. But also, it's actually, of all the films made of Dickens' Christmas Carol, the Muppets one is actually the most faithful to Dickens' original book. In fact, the narrator, Gonzo, I think it's something like 96% of the words he speaks are direct quotations from Charles Dickens' book. There's a real story runs through it. It's not just about a bad person becoming good. It goes much deeper than that. There was a real Christian theme to the entire story that Dickens told, and that's reflected in the Muppets Christmas Carol. When the crippled boy Tiny Tim returns from a church service, hoping that he would be a testimony, that people would think of the one who causes blind eyes to see and makes the lame to walk. Or little Tiny Tim's his catchphrase was "God bless us one and all," and there's a song in the Muppets Christmas Carol that calls upon God to bless all of them and lead them to Him. Now, of course, part of the Christmas Carol is the ghost of Christmas past, the ghost of Christmas present, Christmas future. And Scrooge, Ebenezer Scrooge, is taken and he sees the future and he sees the result of what's going to happen if he keeps on living the way he lives. And he's overcome with remorse and sadness. And a lot of the versions just present this as a nasty guy becomes nice. But the Muppets Christmas Carol faithfully reports that he repents of his selfish ways and he vows to live upright, starting every day with prayer and a thankful heart. And the central message of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol was that even for somebody like Ebenezer Scrooge, a conversion is possible. Because it's not just about a nasty person acting nicer. It's about a genuine conversion. It's about somebody becoming someone totally different. And that is possible because of the one who heals the blind and makes the lame to walk. And so for me, of all the versions of A Christmas Carol, the Muppets Christmas Carol is about the most faithful to Dickens' book and the one that actually sticks closest to the explicit Christian message that in Jesus Christ there is redemption. There is conversion. Conversion's not a popular word these days. People like to say, well, I came to faith. Speaking about your conversion sounds like you're talking about somebody kicking the ball in a rugby match. Or sometimes it just seems, I don't know, there's something about the word that turns people off. But it's a good word, to be converted. You once were one thing, and now you've become something else. And the Muppets Christmas Carol reminds us of that very central Christian truth. Join us again tomorrow for another Take 5, your 5-minute inspirational message from Solid Rock Drogheda.